Start twerking like Miley. Oh yeah, twerking like Miley. Don't pop it like Miley.
In this video, we're gonna talk about how to add and subtract fraction. So let's start with a simple example. Let's say we have 2 over 7 plus 3 over 7. And what's the answer? Now, we have a same denominators. If the denominator has the same, you can simply add the numerator and the fraction. So, 2 times 3 is 5 over 7. So, the answer is 5 over 7. Now, let's try another example. Let's say if I have 5 over 9 and 2 over 9. I want the answer. So, once again, have alike denominators. So, you can subtract 5 by 2 is 3 over 9. But we can reduce fraction. So, we can divide 3 by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. And 9 divided 3 is 3. So, the final answer is 1 over 3. Now, what about adding fraction with unlike denominators? What do we do in that case? Let's say 2 over 3 plus 4 over 5. How can we add these two fractions? Or this use simple technique you can use. First, we're gonna multiply 2 by 5, which give us 10. And we're going multiply 3 by 4, which give us 12. And we're gonna multiply two denominators fraction. So 3 times 5 is 15. Now, our next step is to add 10 and 12. 10 plus 12 is 22 over 15. So the final answer is 22 over 15. So that's the one technique that we can use when added two fractions with unlike denominators. Now it's your turn. For the sake of practice, go ahead and try these two examples. 3 over 5 plus 2 over 7, and then 5 over 6 plus 4 over 7. So I try this problem. So first, we're gonna multiply 3 and 7, and the answer is 21. And we're gonna multiply 5 and 2, which is 10. Then we're gonna multiply 5 times 7, which is 35. Now, 21 plus 10 is 31. So the answer is 31 over 35. Now, look the second example. We're gonna follow the same process. So we're gonna multiply 6 and 4, which is 24. And then we're gonna multiply 5 times 7, which is 35. And then finally, 6 times 7, which is 42. Now, let's add 24 and 35. 24 plus 35 is 59. And the final answer is 59 over 42. So you now add two fractions, but about subtracting two fractions, let's for some example. The process that we're gonna use is actually very similar. So let's try this example. 4 over 3 minus 1 over 4. What do we need to do? First, we're gonna multiply 4 by 4. And this give us 16. And then 3 times negative 1, which is negative 3. And then 3 times 4 is 12. So now is that here we have negative sign because you multiply these two numbers and you put negative. Now because we have a plus sign here, never mind. 16 minus 3 is 13 over 12. And the final answer is 13 over 12. Go ahead and try these two problems. 7 over 8 minus 3 over 5. And also 9 over 10 and 7 over 8. Start with the first one. We have negative 5 multiplied by positive 7, which is give us 35. And then 8 times negative 3, which is negative 24. And then finally 8 times 5, which is 40. So 35 minus 24 is 11 over 40. So 11 over 40 is the final answer. Now for the next one, 8 times positive 9, which is 72. And then 10 times negative 7 is negative 70. And then we have 10 times 8, which is 80. 70 minus 72 is 2 over 80. So we have 2 over 80, and then we can reduce this fraction with divided by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 80 divided by 2 is 40. So the final answer is 1 over 40. Now let's try another example. Negative 5 over 8 minus 2 over 9. Go ahead and try the problem. Now it's helped to realize that number of the bottom are positive, and the numbers of top is negative. And now we can get the answer. We're gonna multiply negative 5 by positive 9, so which give negative 45, and then we're gonna multiply by 8 to 2, which give us 16. And then we're gonna multiply 8 by 9 is 72. Now negative 45 minus 16 is negative 61. And so that's the answer, and we can simplify or reduce this fraction. As example, negative 4 over 9 plus 5 over 7. So the 9 and 7 will be positive, the 5 is positive, and the 4 is negative. So we're gonna multiply negative 4 by 7, which is negative 28. And then we're gonna multiply 9 and 5, which is positive 45. And 9 times 7, which is 63. Now, negative 28 plus 45 is 17 over 63. So the final answer of last example is 17 over 63. So now, you know how to add and subtract a fraction.